So what have been your reactions so far? You've heard from the president and he's made a lot of comments from finance to agriculture, sports. What are your takes?
My interest is so much in the economic aspect. So somebody like me, I believe in the economic numbers. Because at the end of the day, whether you'll be praised or otherwise will depend on the primary macro indicators. Of course, that will also translate into secondary macro indicators. I would say a few months back, we were all scared the way the economy was going, attributed to the fact that the global economy had been dented because of the COVID and Russia and Ukraine war. We were saying a whole lot. But whether these were the reasons or not, as the opposition they were trying to say, the good story is that indeed things are getting to be better. We talked about restoration, and truly there is. Inflation just went as high as over 54%. Now it's hovering around 23%. I think it was 54.1. Now it's about 23.1 or so percent. Our GDP, we targeted, I think, 1 point something. That was about 1.5 or so thereabout. And now we are having about 2.8. Our current account, we had negative 1.4. Now we have positive, or negative 2 point something. Now we have positive 1 point something, indicating that in terms of import and export of goods and services, we are having positive signals now. I mean, these are all indicative of the fact that the economy is really, really getting restored. My only concern is that we should be able to continue that trajectory and make sure that we fully consolidate our economy and then also try to grow. This is where I have my happiness, because it is the springboard, I mean, for all other indicators in terms of our secondary macro indicators in the area of agriculture, in the area of health, in the area of education, infrastructure, and other areas, energy. So once the economy is doing well, it's a strong signal that we are picking up as a country. But we don't have to be complacent.
Positively impact the trade ministry, because it's also one of the biggest sector that generates revenue aside investments and other things.
Definitely, it affects monetary policy in terms of the cost of doing business, interest rate. And once the interest rate is down, definitely it affects it gives positive signal to the trade industry and the actors, I mean, especially the domestic actors. One of their difficulties is that there's high cost of doing business in Ghana. And once the economy is doing well, it will influence downtrend of our interest rate, which is very good signal, and other related costs in doing business. And also position the government, making sure that government decision in the area of the economy that is affected by policy boundary factors such as trade will develop a very good relationship. We'll harmonize these areas. So I think it's good for trade industry.
We just noticed that the dollar is a bit is moving. We have it's at 13, 1 cedi to 13 Ghana cedi. Are you worried about it, or is just...
No, it's about 1 cedi 12 something. Okay. But the fact of the matter is that we're talking about stability. In fact, it has been stable for some time now. From, I think, 2022 up to now, we are experiencing a depreciation of about 9%.
So it's not a cause
which
for
is,
worry?
Once we are having a depreciation and there's stability, of course. Okay. It is when, but of course we know that even if dollar is 1 to 20 cedis, 1 to 5 cedis, 1 to 9 cedis, it's still high. I mean, you having your cedi is depreciated against the dollar. But once you have this stability, investors can now plan, trade actors can now plan, because now they know that there's stability. That's the essence of it. And depreciation is better than appreciation in terms of the dollar being depreciated against the cedi rather appreciating. And we're having depreciation of about 9%, which is a huge strike. But then I can say that we need to work hard. We need a long-term approach in solving currency issues, because the short-term ones do not help us as a country. Not now, for about 40 years now. Our approaches have been short-term. But we realize that now the economy is coming back and the city is getting very strong. We only need to consolidate these gains. Once we do that, then we can develop a long-term economic growth and stability, and that can sustain our economy. I think that's the best thing.
Thank you very much.